Sports Talk Live is on the air. Episode 9 is here. Let's hit the ground running.
Yo! Saddle up! Lock and load!
Sports Talk Live with Josh and Dan on the Notre Dame Media Crew YouTube channel.
What's up, Dan? How you doing?
We had our fifth bad hair day in a matter of 8 days. So,
Nice.
it's not going too pleasant in those terms, but, we're working through it very slowly, though.
Nice, man. Well, let's not get slow with this. Let's jump right in. So,
Yes,
obviously, the big news in Chicago that a lot of people have been waiting for is the Bears' schedule. A lot of people are very interested in if this schedule is going to be like it was in 2018. Is it going to be as easy? Because, again, you can make the argument in 2018 that the Bears should have been undefeated and had one of the easiest, if not the easiest schedule in the NFL. Obviously, Amen to that. Obviously, as Dan and I talked about last show, the NFC South has three of the top four quarterback wide receiver duos in the NFL. And Dan, it's a Bears lucky day. The Bears get to face the whole NFC South. Yay! First of all, let's jump in. So week one, guys, is at Detroit. It is the first time in a long time that the Bears are on the It's the first time in a while the Bears are opening their season like a normal team on a Sunday. And that probably means that no one's expecting much out of the Bears, that they're not starting on prime time like they did over the past few years. So, Dan, at Detroit, what are we looking at here?
Well, it's going to be interesting to see, especially because you're dealing with Jeff Okudah for the first time. No one really knows how he's going to translate his college career over from Ohio State over to Detroit. And I think I heard this earlier. Do you put Mitch Trubisky out there against a team he's done really good against, and then you go to play New York the next week at home for your home opener? I mean, you think about it, you could do it. It's feasible to do it. Is it the right decision? Probably not. I'm not a big believer in Mitch Trubisky right now. You could do it, but it's not ideal. But what I'm interested to see is, which quarterback do we see for the Lions? Do we see Matt Stafford? Do we see David Blau? Do we see Jeff Driscoll? I think that's his name. Yeah, Driscoll.
He started on Thanksgiving.
Yep. One of those three. Who do we see as the slinger for the Lions? And how well do we see the receiving game for the Bears, especially when you're dealing with the pretty decent backfield for Detroit?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're looking at, first of all, for Detroit, as for who they're going to go with for quarterback, I'm very, very optimistic. I'm not going to say I'm optimistic because you don't want their best guy out there, but what are you going to do? They're going to start Matt Stafford. They're in no position to start Driscoll or whoever their other quarterback is. Blau. Yeah, he's the one that started Thanksgiving. They're in no position to have to, make that move or that decision. Matt Stafford is the guy in that case. That I'm not so worried about, because I'm gonna tell you who's starting for this Bears team next year. It's pretty much projected. We kind of can have an idea of what it's looking like. So on defense, the defensive line, obviously, this is, pray to God for no injuries. Hold on a sec. ESPN's not liking me here. Okay, Our Lads. This is from OurLads.com. So Akeem Hicks is going to be your defensive tackle. Eddie Goldman and him will be right in the middle as nose tackles and defensive tackles. Bilal Nichols will be on the end, and they'll probably throw Roy Robertson Harris in there as well. So I'm thinking they do run a 4-3, so 4 linebacker, 3 defensive lineman set. I think Goldman and Hicks are your main guys. And while we're on week one, let's just give our take on the starters. So as for the defense, yes, Akeem Hicks and Eddie Goldman will take majority of the snaps, and I think Bilal Nichols, and Roy Robertson Harris will shift in and out. As for linebackers, it's pretty much said and done what's going to happen. Mac Attack, Fitty Deuce right there. He's he's getting that outside start for sure. And on his other outside, on the right outside, it's going to be Robert Quinn, huge pick from Dallas, and controlling the inside, 58 and 59, Roquan Smith, D.A. Trevathan. As for cornerbacks, I do not have a doubt that Kyle Fuller and can you help me out here, phone a friend. Who's the guy they picked up from Houston?
Is it Gibson?
Yeah. Oh, no, he's a safety. He's a safety. I'm sorry. Some people are predicting that Jalen Johnson, their draft pick, is going to get the start along with Kyle Fuller. And obviously at safety, Eddie Jackson, yeah, he's your defensive guy that scores the ball. And I think they will start Deshaun Gibson over Deion Bush just because he was with the dominant Houston defense. As for special teams, I don't see any taking kickoffs, Tariq Cohen taking punts, Patrick Scales snapping, Pat O'Donnell punting, Pinero kicking. That's what I see for the defense and special teams. You're pretty much probably the same with that, I would presume. Offense, though, that's going to be the interesting part. Obviously, we could go on a long time about this. Mitch Trubisky, Nick Foles, that's the debate there. That is the main debate. We don't know what we're going to see. I am trying right now to find out what Nick Foles' record versus the Lions is because that would most likely determine what how that start's going to go. Obviously, forget experience against the Lions if we're just talking strictly business and what they do on the field and their records that have shown it. Obviously, Nick Foles is the guy, I would think. But Dan, are you able to find what his record is against the Lions by any chance? Because I can't.
Trubisky?
Well, Trubisky's...
I think he's undefeated.
Yeah, because, he played one game against them in 2018 where he popped off. And then this year he won on Thanksgiving. And then he won at home.
So 3-0.
He's 3-0.
Should be.
Which is good. That's good for Trubisky, but obviously you bring the veteran leadership of Nick Foles and obviously that Super Bowl MVP experience. Does that overplay Mitch Trubisky's 3-0 record? And I'm still trying to look for his record against the Lions. So we'll just stick with, and I think, Dan, you and I can agree, Nick Foles is going to have to start.
Yeah, I would agree.
As for running back, this is a little interesting. A lot of people are up in the air with it. Do you go with the muscle and hustle and bustle of David Montgomery, the guy who can break tackles left and right, or the human joystick in Tariq Cohen, who could be a wideout as well? Dan, who do you start at running back?
I would take Montgomery as the running back and then use Cohen as the wideout. But I wouldn't. You definitely have to mix in both of them. But I mean, you look at the chart. I'm not convinced that right now that Cordero Patterson is your second receiver alongside Allen Robinson. I'm not totally.
It's Ted Ginn.
It's Ted Ginn. But I think that Cohen having that ability to make those catches, run those routes, and he's a smaller guy too, so he's able to move around a lot quicker than some of the bigger guys and bounce around. Right. I think if you put Montgomery in that primary role, if you think that he's not doing as well as you think you should be, then switch him out. Put in Cohen because he's established. But I think Montgomery's due for a bounce back here.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. A lot of great things coming out of him out of the draft. I think in college he was one of the guys, I think he was number one in yards after contact. Kind of like an Ezekiel Elliott, obviously not as dominant as big, but that same kind of mindset. We saw a lot of good runs. I was watching their game against the Cowboys, their highlights against the Cowboys yesterday or maybe this morning. And Montgomery had a lot of good runs where he would just keep fighting because it's those extra yards in the hustle plays that will make the difference in the end. But obviously, I think in terms of the Bears, I'd love to Cohen, but I think you just have to go with the big guy as your starter. Because in the end, Yeah, he's bigger, he's more reliable, I think, with the ball. That's the guy you got to go with, in my opinion. Wide receiver, Allen Robinson's your number one guy. Anthony Miller's your slot guy. So your number two receiver on the opposite side of Allen Robinson. I'm on ourlads.com right now. It says Cordell Patterson. I'm not so sure about that. I would take the veteran leadership of Ted Ginn, who has had the experience of catching Drew Brees, that's all I have to say, and he has had the experience of catching under an MVP Cam Newton. So he's been working with a lot of MVP caliber quarterbacks during their time of being MVP caliber. So I don't care about size. Taylor Gabriel did a great job in 2018, not so much last year. But that's kind of the same mindset and physical aspect you're looking with Ted Ginn, except maybe a little more athletic and just a tad more talented. I think,
I'll agree with you there. And then you're probably gonna. I would also expect them to probably get Riley Ridley and Javon Wims in there a little bit too. I wouldn't expect too much from them. The only thing I would anticipate that is if someone ends up getting hurt and you start to see them more. But I do see some promise with Ridley, especially. He showed it last year in the limited snaps he got. I think that if he slides into one of the starting roles, if he's able to slide into that slot role, if Anthony Miller gets hurt or they shift him elsewhere, I mean, I think he might be able to take off.
Yeah, it's guys like Anthony Miller and it could be Riley Ridley and it could be Javon Wims that have never had that high draft stock. They're not first-round receivers. They're not second-round receivers. I mean, well, Ridley is. But Anthony Miller was taken way late. And what he did in 2018 was unbelievable. That was great for them. They just added another weapon for the MVP caliber, Mitch Trubisky. As for the offensive line, one of the dumbest moves I think they tried last year was, let's switch Cody Whitehair, the guy who played center for the Bears team that was one of the best lines in 2018, and take James Daniels, a rookie who has played the guard position pretty much his whole life, and let's put him at center, which are two totally different positions. That is why Trubisky kept getting laid out every time. It makes sense. And the Bears, from what I can see, they are looking at the plan to just go back to what they did, have Leno at left tackle, Daniels at left guard, Whitehair at right guard, Bobby Massey at right tackle. The question is, what guard? Do you take their draft pick, if I can say this name right, Jermaine Ifedi, right? Ifedi?
Jermaine Ifedi they got from the Seahawks. They could try Latavius Simmons, Rashad Coward. I think that's definitely going to be something to be settled in the preseason.
Yeah,
undoubtedly, because that position is so up in the air, it's not even funny.
No, right.
You have nothing set in stone there.
Yeah.
Even at left guard too. Even at left guard.
Left guard though. James Daniels is good though, so you can't lie about that.
Yeah.
He was consistent at that position before he got moved to center. So, but yeah,
the right side though, especially right guard, right tackle though.
Right tackle though, Bobby Massey was very good.
He was good. He was good when he was healthy. When he wasn't healthy, the right side of the line just crippled. If he doesn't, I think, in my opinion, he's got to earn his job back. Like he's going in, in my opinion, he's going in with some prowess under him, but he's got to show that this is who I am, and this injury ain't gonna stop me. For sure. And I think they're going to work really hard with Rashad Coward to really get him to be his best. And lastly, tight end. Bears have 10 tight ends. But we all know... I have 9.
9.
I have 9 now.
9. Yay, one less. I think we know that it's going to come down to Cole Kmet, Jimmy Graham, Ben Bronker, Adam Shaheen, J.P. Holtz, and Jesper Horsted. I don't see Eric Saubert, Darian Clark, and Demetrius Harris getting it. Because J.P. Holtz played a lot at the end of the season. Adam Shaheen's been there a while. Jesper Horsted got some time in. Ben Bronker's had time in. But obviously, when it comes to starting, obviously all those guys aren't going to play. I do think Cole Kmet is going to get the start over Vetter. You have to, when you're in that position to pick who you're going to play, obviously it's the guy that was probably, if not the best tight end in the National Collegiate Athletic Association for football. That's the guy you go with. 49 receptions, something like that, in the teams when it came to touchdowns. You take that over a guy that's aging and on the decline for his career. You can't look at the past in that situation. So I think Cole Kmet gets to start.
Agreed. I agree completely.
So back to the Bears schedule. Let's
go to that.
That clears it up. So Week 1 Lions, I think they'll take it. I think the margin of victory is going to depend who's at quarterback. I think the defense is going to do fine. I do feel that if not, they will perform better than they did in Week 1 last year, where the Packers scored 10 points. I think the Bears should do better than that. Defensive-wise, they may even shut the Lions out because that offense isn't dismayed. Defense, obviously, Okuda changes the momentum for them a little, but it's nothing serious. I think who's ever quarterback is really going to be able to figure out how to play these guys, and it may not come down to touchdowns, it may come down to field goals, and hopefully Eddie Pinero works on it this offseason. I have a win Week 1 against the Lions. I'm going to keep track. And if anyone saw my story on Instagram yesterday, this is just a Bears fan.
You gave you a record.
Yeah. That was as a Bears fan. Totally biased, optimistic. Yeah. The most optimistic I could get is 13-3. I have, losses in Tampa Bay, New Orleans, and at Packers. I said 11-5. I say you keep those 3 losses, and Houston and the game at home against Green Bay are toss-ups. But we'll get into that. So Dan, as for Week 2, New York Giants. Mr. Trubisky has never faced the Giants because if you remember, Chase Daniel played for him because of the injured shoulder and took them to overtime and lost. Dan, what do you see?
Yep.
What do you see on this
well,
one?
we talked about it we talked about it a little bit last week. Daniel Jones really doesn't have any decent receivers. He's really only got Sterling Shepard. That's about it. But he's poised to take off a bit this year. He should at least have some kind of step up from what he had last year. But I just can't see a situation where he's able to consistently hit Shepard or whatever other receivers they have on that depth chart that I don't know. It's against that defense too. Saquon's gonna get torn up in the interior lines, and even the linebackers are gonna tear him up.
Yeah, the Bears. I mean, it's not good when it comes to the linebackers. And I think what we also need to touch on, if I am correct, Khalil Mack did not play in the game against the Giants. I want to think that. I know for a fact he was injured against the Dolphins and the Patriots during that season. But Dan, if we want to keep elaborating, I'm going to try and find some highlights. Because Khalil Mack is usually out there for every snap. So if I could get a defensive sequence, I could see if he played.
I'm gonna move on to Week 3 against Atlanta.
This is going to be a good
one. That's going to be a good one. Especially now that you have Todd Gurley. I think Todd Gurley is going to have some newfound energy to him being there in Atlanta, having somewhere else to go, and he's pretty much right in the thick of a playoff race. Because every team except for Carolina. I mean, even Carolina has a bit of a shot for the playoffs. But from Week 3 to Week 6, you're playing 3 of the 4 NFC South teams. And the Falcons, the Bucks, and the Panthers. For the Bears, they have a big chance at making a dent in that playoff race.
Good play. So that means Saquon Barkley got past Danny Trevathan, Roquan Smith, Aaron Lynch, and Khalil Mack. But he didn't play that game. So, Dan, are you saying win against?
I'm saying win against the Falcons.
Yeah, I think it's really this is not going to be. I mean, obviously,
it's going to be a close win.
I think it will be a close win. Yes, being on the road doesn't help, But when it comes to the running game, the Bears, I think, will take care of that. Todd Gurley's not what he was, and that linebacking unit and that defensive line can shut them down. But as for the backfield, Julio Jones, I'm looking up who their receivers are right now. Julio Jones, that's pretty much all I gotta really say.
Yeah, pretty much all you really got.
They lost Mohamed Sanu, which that can be tough. Let's see if I can get it now. I don't think they're posting. I'm on CBS. Okay, here it is. Calvin Ridley, Russell Gage. Nothing out of the
Doesn't jump off the page.
So I think Dan, you and I can agree. I think that will be a close win. I think the first 2 weeks are going to be big. I think this one's going to be close. So
I would say the same about Colts Bears.
Colts Bears.
4. It's going to be. I think it's going to be close, but I think it's. You don't know. I don't know where that one can go.
This one's definitely not going to be a 3-point game or a 7-point game, but it's not going to be a 28-point game. Remember, Phillip Rivers is the quarterback. You have to have respect for the old guy. As for running game, Marlon Mack, Jonathan Taylor. Jonathan Taylor's really going to get a handful, and that is in the 4th week because he understands what's coming at him. As for wide receivers, T.Y. Hilton, great receiver, longtime guy. He's been there a while. He's been there with Reggie Wayne. He's had lots of experience there. But Michael Pittman, Paris Campbell, Zach Pascal, nothing's jumping out to me. I think this one's more or less going to come down to the defensive line and the linebackers because that line for the Colts, not too bad. Obviously led by Quentin Nelson. Notre Dame produces the best offensive lineman in all of the college football. So whenever you see one of those guys, it's always like, back off. Because you got to go for it. Oh, my goodness. I drove all the way up through that state. The most boring state I've ever seen. Going up through Alabama and across Iowa, it's not fun. Not fun.
Oh, boy.
So for Colts,
don't anger me.
For Colts, we say medium win. Now it gets interesting. Now it gets interesting. Tampa Bay, it is a home game. It is their first primetime game. It is a Thursday night football game. It is going to be exciting. It is going to be packed. It is the first time Tom Brady is playing the Bears in the NFC. Hopefully
Packed.
Oh, shit. You kidding me? Come on, man.
That's not what I was going for, but I think you know what I mean by that. By hopefully packed.
Not picking up what you're putting down.
Dang. What if they play in empty stadiums? That's what I meant. Like, hopefully packed.
Oh. I think there will be a full capacity. I got some hope.
I hope so. Anyways,
big game. The biggest thing, and I know this one for a fact. Khalil Mack did not play against the Patriots. I have wanted to see, obviously, Khalil Mack, but there's nothing more I want to see than Khalil Mack as a Chicago Bears sack Tom Brady, because that can make or break your day right there for sure. So, Dan, do you really give the Bears a loss here? I mean, Tom Brady really could shift the momentum of any game he plays in. What are you saying here?
I think right now, just analyzing it as a toss-up, but I think it's going to depend on how Brady adjusts with what he's got, with that offensive line, with Mike Evans, with Chris Godwin. He knows Rob Gronkowski pretty well, and he's gonna get used to the run. He's gonna have to get used to the running game too. I don't know exactly who the running backs are, but it's gonna be an adjustment period. And I think those first couple of games are going to define who he is because, he's playing in a whole different scenario rather than in the pretty much what was that and pretty much a pretty dead AFC East. And he's going to a very active NFC South, if that makes any sense. So I think if he starts well in the first 4 weeks, I think then you could potentially pin them for a loss. But if he's the Tom Brady that's aging and just isn't doing anything, then a win. And maybe a larger win.
So
Who knows?
This is actually interesting. So their first game, this one is gonna. I'm putting this one on my calendar. It's a Fox primetime game, 3:25. Buccaneers at Saints. I think Tom Brady loses that one. He has not played. Yep. I can't remember the last time the NFC or the AFC East was actually competitive. He has not played a competitive division in a very, very long time. And he is about to go in an environment that is absolutely going to want to tear him apart. I say they lose that game. But here's the thing. Panthers at home, I say they take that one. They go to the Broncos. I think the defense determines that game because Broncos stepped up big offensively, and I say they beat the Chargers. So worst comes to worst, it's a 2-2 start. But Dan, as a fan of football, I'm going to give the Bears a loss against this team. That is for now, though. That is for now because Patriots start 0-4. I take the Bears, but if they start 3-1. 4-0, definitely. If they start 4-0, Patriots are going to come in and win. I'm telling you. If they can handle that New Orleans Saints environment, they can handle the Sharks environment.
Patriots are not the Buccaneers. Just remember that.
Sorry. See, I mean, when you play for a team for 20 years, it really can.
Exactly.
I'm telling you. So, Dan, obviously you're saying, come on, stop. So, Dan, are you saying win or loss to this one?
For the Bucks, probably a loss.
By 10. I'm going loss by 10.
I'll say touchdown.
Okay.
I say it'll be a one possession game.
Fair enough.
I'll go to that extent.
You said one possession.
So moving this week.
Next week is at Carolina. Obviously, looking at Carolina's depth chart. You know what? Let's actually look at this one. Their offense is obviously going to be led by Christian McCaffrey. Teddy Bridgewater, we talked about it, not a franchise quarterback type of guy. As for this defense, though, it's not bad. The line, not terrible. Stephen Weatherly, Derek Brown, Kawan Short. Okay, Notre Dame produced such good cornerback or safeties that Troy Pride Jr. is expected to be the starter at right quarterback. So in your face. The linebackers. Yeah, we'll move on. Especially when it comes to linebackers for Carolina, ever since Luke Kuechly left, their linebackers are not very threatening. So, yeah, their main starters, though, are going to be Derek Brown and Troy Pride, the rookies. But this is a Bears veteran offense, whether you like it or not. I think one advantage they have is Troy Pride knows Cole Kmet's game. Knows no Allen Robinson's. He doesn't know Ted Ginn or Anthony Miller's. So I will give the Bears a win in this one. I'll give them, well, we said big wins. I don't know how big in weeks 1 and 2. We said a close win in week 3 for Atlanta. We said kind of a medium win against Atlanta. We said lost by 10 to the Buccaneers. And as for Carolina, I'll give it a win by 17. I'll give you 17.
Yeah, I think that's respectable. I'll say at least 14 on that.
Yeah.
Moving on to the next prime time.
At LA. This is prime time. Monday Night Football. A lot is going to happen with this one. The Rams.
Why do the Bears have to play the Rams every year? Like what?
Yeah,
what is the point of having
consecutive years?
Exactly. What? I don't understand that. Like. And they're not. And guess what? They're not playing the Vikings in Minnesota Week 17 this year. It's been like 6 years in a row where they've done that.
Yeah, they the last time they ended against the Packers was 2010, a 10-3 loss at Green Bay. The last time they ended with the Lions, I believe, was 2012 in a win, but they didn't make the playoffs. It was a 10-6 season. But I think everything else, if I'm correct, Dan, I think they've ended their season.
That's just
so
insane.
as for LA, obviously, offensively, nothing. It's not looking too crazy. Their main receivers are Corey Cup, Robert Woods, Tyler Higbee's their tight end, Jared Goff's the new Mitch Trubisky, so I don't have to say much there. They're expected to start Darrell Henderson at running back, so I don't think anything's terribly offensive there. I think the defense can handle it. As for the Rams defense, obviously Aaron Donald's their main guy. They brought in Leonard Floyd, a former Chicago Bear. They still have Jalen Ramsey at cornerback. John Johnson, a very good safety. Dan, on the road in a new stadium that's pegged for primetime football?
Yeah, they can pull it off. I think they could.
Remember,
hey, they're not the Raiders. They're not the Raiders where they're playing in primetime 5 times in Vegas, which I don't understand.
I don't either, but that's okay. But this is what, see, if you saw my story, that's all as a Bears fan. So I gotta give my realistic predictions here.
I can see him pulling it out. I can't see the offense of the Rams producing anything substantial against that defense. I just can't see it. You lost Todd Gurley, who was pretty much the main man in that offense. Robert Woods and Cooper Kupp are not DeAndre Hopkins level. They're not even Allen Robinson level. If you want to put it on to that
Cooper
regard.
Kupp's not bad. He's not bad, but he's not great.
He's not bad, but he's not that great. And then Tyler Higbee is average at best. So it's not an impressive offensive group.
But this defense, though, they have their guy on the line that puts pressure. They have a good linebacker that can rush in Leonard Floyd, and their backfield's not bad with John. This one's either going to be lopsided win, or I think it's going to be a lopsided win or a close loss. Which I don't know. From what we saw last year, especially when they were in LA last year, that was pretty disappointing. Both teams were not good, and the Bears could still not pull it off. Mainly because of Trubisky, though. Let's understand it. That's mainly because of Mitchell Trubisky. So, obviously, if Foles is successful within his first 4 weeks, that's the guy to go up against Brady. Now, granted, Trubisky almost beat Brady all on his own, basically, a few years ago. But, Dan, if we're getting realistic...
That's the key word.
If we're getting realistic here, if Nick Foles is starting, I think he can tear apart this offense. But if it's Mitch Trubisky, and it's the Mitch Trubisky that becomes a pansy in the middle of the games, I said win for Nick Foles is a loss to Trubisky.
I'd agree.
So then we got to understand who is going to be there to start. If Nick Foles is the starter week 1, and if he wins, he stays for week 2. If he wins week 2, he stays week 3, so on and so forth. I don't think a loss to the Buccaneers takes Nick Foles out of this race. I think they keep Nick Foles for Carolina, so I think they keep them for LA, which means I think the Bears can win. Wow, that is like a whole algebra. That's like a whole algebra equation right there. I say a win.
Don't go that far.
I'll give you 13. I'll give you 13 against the Rams. I'll give you a win for 13. Okay. I'm going to be real with you. They're losing to the Saints. I'm telling you, they're losing to the Saints.
Yep.
I don't think it'll be as bad as last year, even though last year, if you look at the score, it wasn't bad. They lost by 8, but all those points were petty points. I'll give you a loss by 10. I'll give you a loss by 10. I think Drew Brees is just, that offense is too dominant. Alvin Kamara and Michael Thomas. They don't have Ted Ginn, but They still have those guys, so I'm not going to mess around there. Week 9 at Tennessee. The Bears have always been known as a defensive team that can stop the rush. Remember, 2018, they allowed their first rushing touchdown against the Bills, which was like, I think it was their 8th game. It was their 8th game and they allowed a rushing touchdown. So, if we see that, obviously this is a Heisman running back. This is someone, an MVP caliber running back. This is a guy who pretty much defined the Tennessee Titans. Look at their depth chart. I think the Bears will tear apart their defense. I don't care what happens. I think the Bears can tear it apart. I think you can agree with me on that.
Oh, yeah.
As for this offense, though, Ryan Tannehill's their guy. That's one lucky year. That's like Trubisky's 2018. I don't see him carrying out that. From what
if he can carry it through, then hey, who knows where he's going to bring these kids.
But here's the thing.
If he performs like the Ryan Tannehill of past, then Tennessee is going to be relying on Derrick Henry again.
Yes. Receivers don't scare me. A.J. Brown, Corey Davis, their draft pick, and tight ends Jonnu Smith and Anthony Firkser.
No.
I'll give you
not jump off.
I will give you a win by. I'll give you a 17-point win.
I'm gonna go 14.
And this isn't 17 like a 42-25. We're not talking like that. I'm talking more or less 20, 28, somewhere in that range. Like it's gonna be low, but and then obviously their last game headed into the bye week, Minnesota at home. I say that's a win. It's a prime time game. The Bears. It's going to be like that Sunday night game in 2018 where Team Hicks was mic'd up and he was just tearing apart that defense. I say win by 20. I got rid of it. They got rid of their defense. They got rid of their offense. That is what I think. So headed into.
I'll give them a win.
No, for sure. Headed into the bye week, I have 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8 and 2.
8 and 2.
8 and 2. 7 and 3, depending on that LA game. And keep in mind, this is in the hope that Nick Foles is the quarterback. We're not talking Trubisky. But again, if you project Nick Foles to be the starter, and you can remember, once you keep on winning, why do you take a guy out? You can ask Joe Madden, because Joe Madden would do that with the Cubs. Another time. In this case, we hope that Matt Nagy sticks with Nick Foles. Remember, Nick Foles was in Kansas City with Matt Nagy a few years ago. And when he was in Philly, he had Andy Reid for a bit, I think. So that all has a role in it too. So he does have that experience. So I say 8 and 3. I'll give once again. I will question the Rams game. So I'll give you 8 and 2 or 7 and 3. So that leads us to the bye, and then they go to Green Bay, and that is. Well, everyone knows about the Sunday Night Massacre when Jay Cutler and the Bears lost like 55-11. I'm not going to say it's a massacre, but the Bears, from what I've seen, in all the last decade, they won one game? They won one game in Green Bay. Games Thanksgiving where Brett Favre has his number retired. One game they won in Green Bay.
That's just sad.
And they won 2 games at home. The 2010 season, they went 1-1. They got their win at home. 2011, swept. 2012, swept. 2013, I think that might have been actually their Thanksgiving game. But anyways, what we're saying is the odds are not for the Bears. I don't think they could do it there, in my opinion. I don't see it. Dan, what's your loss? Well, how much do you think?
To Green Bay?
Yeah, is Aaron Rodgers going to really pick them apart, or is it going to be a close loss?
Close loss. I can't see him picking it apart with only 2 guys to go to on the offense. Devontae Adams and Aaron Jones. I just can't see it.
And that's the thing. It doesn't matter who they have. He'll find a way. He'll find a way. He's Aaron Rodgers, Hall of Fame quarterback. I say their loss is going to be between 3 and 10. Somewhere in that range.
Yeah, okay.
We had to week 12. Detroit at home. Win.
Do we have to say much else?
Big win. Houston at home. The last time Houston was against the Bears, it was a Monday night game, and I think the Bears lost 13-6. What do you see? Remember, they don't have our boy DeAndre Hopkins.
Exactly. I think, oh, man.
Deshaun Watson, obviously that adds a whole nother aspect to it. Remember, we always have to say defense first, because the defense really can dictate the game for the Bears. They can, defense could absolutely obliterate the other team. So you got Deshaun Watson, David Johnson, running back, but he's not David Johnson. Let's understand. He's not David Johnson from the Cardinals. Wide receivers, this isn't bad. This game could give the Bears trouble, I think. And I do think with Deshaun Watson's MVP almost status, Will Fuller, their number 1 receiver, out of Notre Dame. Brandon Cooks.
Hey, Lord.
Brandon Cooks, Kenny Stills. I'm going to give you a loss. I'm not going to. I say loss.
If it's gonna be a loss, it's gonna be close. In my opinion.
I'll give you 3-point loss.
Sure. There's going to be so much sad media coverage around that game. It's not even funny.
Oh yeah, it's going to just be like the Kansas City game.
Exactly.
Hopefully, it's not just like the Kansas City game. I'm talking about the coverage leading up to it.
That's kind of what I was going for.
Because Trubisky got booed.
I wonder why. Yeah, they got booed on their way off the field.
Yep.
Good for them. They deserved it.
Okay.
Another Sunday night massacre.
No, that's not as bad. That's not as bad. I could actually watch. I was able to watch the Kansas City game.
I turned it off in the second quarter.
Bro, it was 38-0 at half against the Bears when they lost that massacre to Green Bay, I think.
No, it was 42.
Oh,
42 to nothing.
That means they scored 6 touchdowns.
Yep.
I think, the final was like 55 to.
I think 50. It was 55 to 16. 55 to 14.
So bad.
Anyways.
Yeah. At Minnesota, week 15. Win. I'll give you a minus 14-point win.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair.
Okay. At Jacksonville against the Lord and Savior Gardner Minshew. What do we see? I see a win.
Yeah.
Win by. No. I'll give you a 24. I'll give you a 24. Fine. I'm feeling excited. Man. Don't take it out. And then Green Bay at home. I will.
Week 17.
I started to write down
against them.
And if the Bears do great things this year, it's gonna. This is the game to win the division. And if we saw the Bears in 2013, that's who they did against the Packers. And Chris Conte's stupid face left Randall Cobb wide open down the field.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I was so angry because the Bears were winning. They were gonna go to the playoffs. And Chris Conte. One of them. So, Dan, that is a 1 o'clock game. That is not a review game.
I think that might get flexed.
Depending on it, oh yeah.
That might get flexed.
If the Bears clinch the division against, okay, let's just say the Bears somehow miraculously clinch against Detroit, Houston, that's not a primetime game.
Nope.
It will only be a primetime game if that game is the deciding game. That's the only way it's going to be primetime. Yeah. I think it'll be one of, yeah. I think what they will do is they'll move it to 325 and choke up Detroit and make it the Fox primetime game. But Dan,
if it's the divisional game, they'll do like they did for Niners Seahawks.
Ooh, that was cool. Yeah.
No, push to Sunday night.
You could. It all depends on who's playing that Sunday night and if it means anything. So Dan, though.
Well, no one's playing right now. They leave that spot open.
Okay.
Yeah, they leave that spot open on purpose.
Yeah, it's kind of like baseball. They never end with a Sunday night game. It's always they do afternoon. And then
they change that up.
But Dan, due to the inability to see the Bears really close under pressure, when they beat the Packers to clinch in 2018, Packers were not good. If the Packers are good and the Bears are good this year, Aaron Rodgers is going to work out magic, man. I'm going to give it a loss. I'm going to give it a 1-point loss. Just like...
Ooh.
Yeah, so overall, Dan, if we're really looking at a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 worst case scenario, and this is kind of what I was talking about. It's going to be an 11-5 or 10-6 season if they meet the minimum of our expectations. That is the minimum. I still have LA as a toss-up game. I'm not liking the Bears' odds. I'm going to put a loss more or less than a win in that case. So I think we're looking at 11-5, 10-6. If we're football fans, if we are really into analyzing this stuff, which we did, 11-5, 10-6. As a Bears fan, as an optimistic fan who believes that last year was just a fluke, and they will absolutely destroy the competition next year, I say 13-3. They lose at Green Bay, New Orleans at home, and Tampa Bay. But that's optimistic. Let's not go too far. So Dan, I thought we did a great job analyzing it, and now
only took us 45 minutes.
Yes. Chicago team that gives me migraines. And we're going to figure out what they have to do to bring it back. So, damn, the Chicago Blackhawks. I'm not going to get into the rant I usually do. More or less, I want to help the Blackhawks. I hope somebody sees this and sends it to them. Dan, what did the Bears do in 2018 that really sold the franchise to be a great one that year? What did they do?
I think just that year alone, they were able to just
individual player.
Oh, come on.
Damn, 2018.
Wait.
2018 was the good year.
No, 2018 was not a good year.
Yeah, it was. It was 12-4. Damn,
I'm thinking of the Blackhawks.
Who did the Bears bring in?
I thought we started talking about the Blackhawks.
We did, but this is going to tie in.
Oops.
Dan, who did they bring in?
Okay, I have to guess who you're thinking of. Is it Clinton Dix?
2018. Dan.
Oh, Khalil Mack.
2018 is a good year. Yeah,
Khalil Mack.
That's who they. Okay.
Jeez, my head is not straight today.
We got that, right? Who did the Cubs kind of bring in that kind of made
Mustard.
Jason Hayward, Ben Sobers, so I don't know about that. Dan, who did the Sox bring in that's really gonna start changing it? Like a free agent. I'm not talking someone that's been homegrown. I'm talking they brought in somebody that's really gonna.
Is Monty?
You can say yes, right? Yasmani, Dallas, or trading for Eagle. That's what the Blackhawks need to do. The Bears did it the day before the season started with Khalil Mack. I don't care when they do it. The main thing is, with hockey's got a very tight salary cap. There's a lot of great guys out there.
Yeah, they got like 10 mil. I got like 10 mil.
You're rich if you're making 10 mil. You're rich if you're making 10 mil. So, it becomes to wonder. Do the Blackhawks, because they need to bring in someone big, in my opinion. I believe with the forwards they have right now, I think they're fine. I'm going to tell you their depth chart right now. Because, Dan, you're somewhat familiar with Blackhawks, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, obviously, the first, I'm going to read the forwards first. As for forwards, Jonathan Taze obviously is going to take center right away. Alex Cabrera, he's been there for a couple of years. He's become a very, very good sniper at left wing for the Hawks, and better than Brandon Saad at right wing. And then the main defensemen on the first line are Duncan Keith and Nicholas Bodini. Not a bad combo. Second line, Dylan Strome, much surprised player, in my opinion. Alex Nylander, one of their best prospects they brought up, was able to make a lot of damage. And obviously, a great Patrick Kane on the second line. And this second line, actually, was one of the best this year for the Blackhawks. And the second defensive pairing was Luke Carlson and Connor Murphy. And then I'll just get to the third line and fourth lines really quickly. So for forwards, Kirby Dach was the center, Kubalik and Brandon Hagel. And then the fourth forward line was David Camp at center, Matthew Heimel and Ryan Carpenter. And you could also argue Drake Pajula, because when Drake Pajula is healthy, he plays a lot. And then the defensive pairings are Oli Mata and Slater Cuckoo, Nick Sealer and Bakris, one of their best prospects as well. And Calvin DeHaan, a big signing, and Brent Seaver, who I think is way out. So Dan, in my opinion, I say they're fine with the forwards. They have a lot of good prospects with the forwards, a lot of guys just playing well.
Yeah.
It's defensemen they need. And one of my big target guys, Dan, is Alex Pietrangelo of St. Louis. Alex Pietrangelo, not a loved guy in Chicago. He's had a lot of overtime goals against them. He's a wicked shooter for sure. And he ranks number 41 in NHL. I'll read you some of his stats really quickly. This past season, he played 70 games, had 16 goals, 36 assists, adds up to 52 points. His plus minus was 11. He averaged about, never mind. So a lot of good things. He's had 109 career goals, 341 assists. So when I think of him as a slap shot guy that's looking to get a tip in front of the net for streaks. He is a playmaker, in my opinion. So Dan, this is my guy I think you need to target. Obviously his best year, scoring-wise, guess what? Was this year. 16 goals, that's his best season. And as for assists, his best season with assists was 2013-14. 43 assists. Can you believe that? Dan, I think this is a guy, he's somewhat young, he's 30 years old. He's 5 years younger, I think, than Duncan Keith and Brent Seaver combined. I think Brent Seaver's on his way out. And then some other names that Hawks fans might know. Torrey Krug from the 2013 Boston series got a lot of significant playing time. Eric Gustis is a former Blackhawk. Who knows why they traded him? I don't know. And then Kevin Shattenkirk at the Tampa Bay Lightning. You guys remember him probably from pairing up with guys like Victor Hedman and that's how I think off the top of my head for the Tampa Bay Lightning. So Dan, Isaac Pietrangelo is their guy to pick up. Who do you see to pick up?
I wasn't necessarily thinking of picking up. I think they have to subtract a little bit because if they want to potentially add some more salary cap, they want to subtract salary cap and potentially go for a big name in free agency. But I think they need to address the guys on injured reserve, especially on that defensive end. I think Brent Seabrook, he's more than likely not going to return, in my opinion. I mean, he's expected to be out until September. Bob Quist, he's expected.
He's really good.
He got his Yes, he's got his concussion issues right now, and then DeHaan's got his shoulder problems. But I think I'm kind of going to take like a Bears approach with this, but you need to stockpile your defensemen, I think more towards the young guys, and try and build up. We talked about this before, how the Blackhawks really tried to live in the past and kept bringing back guys like Brent Seabrook and Brandon Saad. They kept bringing those guys back and hoping they would recapture that magic back.
Shaw,
and Shaw. I think they need to start finding those younger kids and have them work in the shifts, particularly in practice, see how they work with each other, and find your best matches. Because if you want, you could take some salary cap off by taking off guys you know probably are not going to get any playing time and you know are probably could do better elsewhere, and bring in some younger guys that could be on the market right now or are still in college. See how they play. You could bring in a bunch of them like the Bears did with their tight end room, and just kind of see how it goes. But like you said, the defensive end of the Blackhawks is not promising right now.
Yeah, it's not looking good. I mean, obviously, Brent Seabrook and Duncan Keith are taking up lots of definitely guys that are for the future, though. I'll say it right now, is for the left defenseman, Oli Mata is definitely a guy you're going to probably see in the future, along with Lucas Carlson, Nicholas Bodine, Connor Murphy, Slater Cuckoo, Evan Bachtis, Calvin DeHaan. I think he's on the older side a little bit, but definitely Bachtis is probably, if the Hawks are ever going to make a Stanley Cup run in 5, 6, 7 years, I think Bachtis is going to be like one of your Duncan Keith or Brent Seabrooks for sure. Maybe more like a Johnny Oduya type. Now, Dan, you say it's kind of like obviously in hockey, it's more of a farm system. Hockey and baseball are more alike, whereas the NFL and NBA are more alike. So you say it's more like a farm system. You got to build it up. Use your draft picks and eventually get amazing guys. My approach is bring in a big name guy to help lead, because what Jonathan Tacy and Patrick Kane, they're still doing great. It's Duncan Keith and Brent Seabrook. Now, goalie situation. That's interesting. I'll read you some of the goalies right now. The main guy is Jacob Markstrom, Vancouver. I saw him play this year when I went there. Obviously not a good showing. The Hawks won 5-2. And Crawford looked like Crawford of old. Robin Leonard. He signed a 1-year deal with the Hawks. Got traded to Vegas. Yes, Dan.
What?
What were you saying?
Oh, we got to cut.
Okay.
So we're going to take our 30-second recess, and we will be right back because we're nearing an hour already. See how long it took for us to relay the schedule?
Yeah, I know, right?
All right, we'll be right back.
There are everyday actions to help prevent the spread of respiratory diseases. Wash your hands. Avoid close contact with people who are sick. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth. Stay home when you are sick. Cover your cough or sneeze. Clean and disinfect frequently touched objects with household cleaning spray. For more information, visit cdc.gov/COVID-19. This message brought to you by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Okay, we are back. We left off at what the Blackhawks got to do in terms of bringing in guys. Dan
talking about goalies.
Yes, Dan left off with saying he thinks the best thing was kind of like to do the Bears, stockpile drafts or bring guys up, especially because they have a farm system. I said if you're looking to make a big move, you got to bring a free agent guy like the Bears did with Khalil Mack, Alex Pietrangelo, or Torrey Krug. Definitely someone you can bring in for sure for the Blackhawks unless they get re-signed. And again, this is all in hope that they're not getting re-signed. As for goalies, a lot of good ones out there for sure. A lot of big names. Jacob Markstrom, Vancouver, saw him play earlier this year. Robin Leonard, he signed a 1-year deal with the Hawks, got traded to Vegas, and that was it. So we don't know where it's going to end up. Brent Holtby, that is a very, very, very good goal. He's had a lot of really good years. He's helped lead the Capitals to multiple President's Cups, which for some of you, if you don't know, that is the most points by an NHL team that year. Wins, losses, and overtime losses. Or just getting overtime. Cam Talbot, not bad for Calgary. Corey Crawford is going to be a free agent. And these are all, if I'm correct, unrestricted. These are all unrestricted free agents. So they can do whatever they want. No limits on them. Mike Smith used to play for Arizona, went to Edmonton. Is a goalie mover now.
I think it would be good to bring in some competition for Corey Crawford. Try right, and for Malcolm Subban, but I think you can make a deal that's attractive enough, like for Vancouver or for.
Well, it's not a trade.
They're free agents. Okay.
Unrestricted. All these guys
never mind
are
that.
unrestricted free agents.
If they can make an attractive deal to these guys, I thought you were talking about trade for a second. If you can make a lucrative enough deal for one of these guys, they'll take the money, they'll come on over here. Or if you can make something that convinces them that the future is nigh and they want to bring another Stanley Cup back, they want to start another dynasty in the city, I think, go for it. Like, start to pursue. We talked about it for the commercial break. We had they have a lot of cap space to be able to do stuff. So try and lure someone in, and bring Corey Crawford to the realization that he's another Mitch Trubisky. He doesn't have job security. Same with Subban too.
I can totally agree with you on that. I do think, though, if they have a lot of confidence in Malcolm Subban, then he's probably. And here's the thing: they don't have. Sorry. Obviously, the Hawks have discussed re-signing Corey Crawford, and they most likely will. Sad to say, they're probably going to, Dan.
He's probably going to retire as a Blackhawk, in all honesty.
Yeah, maybe, I think it should be. He's on a one-year deal, and then cut it. That's what I said.
Yeah.
But I think, depending on how Malcolm Subban does this upcoming season, and if the NHL resumes how he does in this rest of the season, it's going to be interesting. Maybe he is the guy for the future. I don't know. He was on. He's been part of the Bruins system, so he's been mentored Tuukka Rask when he was younger, which, that's a great goalie to say he had the privilege of working under Tuukka Rask, outstanding goalie. He started to kind of dip down a little bit, but nonetheless, can't say enough about him. But let me look up Malcolm Subban's playing history. Malcolm Subban, most notably for Boston Bruins, he was in the 2012 entry draft. PK's his brother, we all know that. Okay. So he has played for, pretty much Boston and Vegas until he got traded to the Hawks. He has played the playoffs, but only for Providence in the AHL. His best playoff season was with the Belleville Bulls in the OHL. And his best one he played, he had 11 wins, he had 17 games, and his save average was .933. But he only played 2 games in the 2015 NHL playoffs, Providence Bruins, and he had a .953 save percentage. As for, he has not had NHL playoff experience. As for playing in the pros, he played 1 game in the 14-15 season for Boston. He lost, and he allowed 3 goals. His save percentage was .500 that season. And then in 16-17, he played 1 game for the Bruins. Obviously, Tuukka Rask takes up most of those minutes. He allowed 3 goals with an .813 save percentage, so he must have faced a lot of shots. Let's see. Vegas, ever since I think he's been the backup goalie to Marc-Andre Fleury, if I'm correct. So He did not obviously play in that inaugural season's playoffs, but he had 13 games. His best season was the 17-18 season. 22 games, played 13-4, 2 OT losses, a 910 save percentage. His average goals allowed was a 268, and it has gone up since. His goals allowed has gone up since, and his save percentage has gone down. Recently, at 890. I don't know if this is a guy for the future, but if the Hawks can really work with him, you'll wonder maybe if he can really come into his own. So we'll see. But Dan, just once again to reiterate what Dan said what the Hawks got to do to kind of get back to old is just use the farm system, stock up your draft picks, see where you can get from there.
Call Theo Epstein.
Yeah, do it like Theo Epstein did. It took a while, but it worked. Or kind of, like I said, pull a Khalil Mack and kind of final. I'm not saying that Hawks can be contending if they sign Alex Pietrangelo, but they'll certainly be playoff contenders if they can bring him or Torrey Trubian, possibly more Alex Pietrangelo. As for goalies, most likely they will. Corey Crawford is an unrestricted free agent, but they most likely will re-sign him, and Malcolm Subban will be his backup. Obviously, it's a tough loss losing Robin Leonard, but that's just how business goes. It's sports. It's not the kindest business in the world. And to move to our final topic, we're going to be discussing the most memorable NBA Finals of this past decade. And just to give you guys an insight in case you want to throw in who you think your favorite finals were, 2010, 7-game series, Lakers beat Celtics, Kobe's last championship. 2011, Dirk, Jason Kidd, and Jason Terry beat the Big Three of Miami in 6. That following year, the Big Three of Miami beat the OKC team that, if you think about it now, how did you lose with Kevin Durant, James Harden, Russell Westbrook, Serge Ibaka, and Kendrick Perkins? I don't know, but they did. That was a 5-game set. 2013, 7-game series. Ray Allen hits the clutch shot in Game 6. LeBron James misses a shot. Chris Bosh gets the rebound, kicks it out to Ray Allen for 3. Bang! And they tied at 95, and the place goes absolutely bananas. And as a Bulls fan back then, you really had to hate Miami. But now that I look back, damn, it's cool. And then 2014, I'm just running through so they know what we're talking about. 2014. Spurs get their last title with Tim Duncan, Manu Ginobili, Tony Parker, and Kawhi Leonard gets his first title and Finals MVP. They beat the Heat in 5. Then the Warriors' reign starts. They beat the Cavs in 6. They lose to the Cavs in 7. Then the Kevin Durant bandwagon comes on, and they win a series 5, and they sweep. And that probably one of the best finals out there, actually. Raptors beat the Warriors 6. So, Dan, just to make this easy, what finals should we eliminate from our conversation?
Jeez. I was gonna say which ones. I was not thinking of those at first. I was thinking of the ones I was not going to eliminate. But
yeah, let's get the eliminations out first.
You go with that. Hold on.
Okay.
You go.
Dan, I think we can agree with this. The last 2 Warriors titles, I think we can eliminate those.
Oh yeah.
And I'm still baffled on how the Warriors, with Kevin Durant's first time there, they beat out Cubs for 2 of the year at the ESPYs. That made me crazy. Okay, yeah, they're superstars, but the Cubs did the unthinkable. The Warriors did exactly what they were gonna do.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think you can take out the 2012 team.
Yep.
I think anything that's really 5 or 4 games, not the most interesting. So I'll take out 2014. I'll take out 2012, which leaves us with 2010 Kobe versus Celtics Game 7. 2011 Dirk versus Miami. They take down the Big Three. 2013, the comeback to beat Spurs in 7. Warriors beat the Cavs in 6. Cavs beat Warriors in 7. And Kawhi gets scored. What can we eliminate next?
I'm gonna first eliminates 2010 of Kobe versus the Spurs. I have my top two.
Okay.
I've got my top two. I've already got my top two picked.
You hold on to yours. I'll keep eliminating for me.
Go ahead.
So, I gotta leave 2010 in there, man. It's a Boston Lakers rivalry. Kobe's last title. Place with bananas. I'm gonna eliminate 2015.
Okay.
Warriors first title. I'm gonna eliminate that.
I eliminated that too.
Ooh, this gets good. This really gets good. Now we're down to 4 7-game series and now 6. That Dirk series, though. The Dirk series, nobody expected that. They came back from like 25 points down in the fourth quarter, I think, in Game 2 to come back and beat Miami. But Game 2, but I think if we just got to talk great things, I think that one does have to go. I'm going to take out 2011.
Yep, I took that one out.
Obviously, after 2016, you have to leave. When you're down 3-1 in the finals, and I guess a 73-win team.
That was one of my top two.
Yeah, I'm going to leave that.
I'm interested what your other top one is.
This is hard, man. Kawhi was, yeah, I want to hear yours.
Okay, so my number 2 was 16. My number 1 was 13.
Ooh, that's kind of I was leaning towards that because I'll tell you why I'm going to eliminate 19. They saw the Warriors and what the Cavs didn't even see in 2015. The Cavs lost in 6, but the Cavs only had LeBron. Love and Lillard were hurt. Matthew Donovan was their starting point guard. Tristan Thompson ain't nothing special. He's only special in Kardashians. So
That's my joke. That is my joke. You stole my joke.
It's facts, man.
Damn it, Dwight.
J.R. Smith, nothing, and I don't remember. Oh, Iman Shumpert, I think was their forward. So I would take. Yeah. So okay, what I'm saying is, the Cavs lost in 6-16 with Clay, Drake, and Steph. The Raptors beat a team in 6 with no Kevin Durant. Klay Thompson was hurt for, let me get it right, games 3, and he didn't finish 6. And when he tore his ACL in game 6, they were on a roll at the end. If he would have gotten that and won, and didn't tear his ACL in that dunk, they would have won that game. And then I think they would go on the road, and that would be a toss-up. So I'll eliminate 19, just because they saw the Warriors at their most vulnerable 4, which leaves me with 16, 13, and 10. I'm leaving 16. You come back from down 3-1, there's no denying that.
Yeah.
Ooh, this is tough.
Yeah, I'm interested with your top 2, bro.
Well,
I already gave you mine.
Well, here's the thing. I think my number 2 is going to be 2016.
Yeah, that was
mine. My number 1 is either 2010 or 2013. The thing with 2013 is, I'll pull up some stuff and we can discuss it. So 2013 NBA Finals. Heat winning 7 games. LeBron's the MVP. And this is LeBron. Some people say, as we mentioned, there are 3 forms of LeBron. There's his most athletic form from his time, his whole first tenure with the Cavs. There's his most dangerous form, which is his Miami Heat form, and possibly year 1 or 2 back to Cleveland. And then there's his smartest form, which is 2017 of Cleveland, all the way to now. So, what do we see here? First of all, it was a back-and-forth series. We're not talking anything coming down 3-3. Spurs take game 1, Heat take game 2. Spurs take 3, Heat take 4. So it's a 2-2 split, and it's back and forth. Spurs take 5, and again, they're this close to winning the title, and Ray Allen hits that 3-3. And I get chills thinking about it. But then there's 2010. Such a overall defensive game. I think the final score is like 80-75, something you would never see these days. And Both teams are at the top of their conference, Spurs and Heat. I'm trying to look up some stats here. But if we go to the 2010 finals, hold on a sec. Okay, here we go. So this was also more or less a comeback. Same situation, more or less. Lakers win game 1, Celtics take 2, Lakers take 3, Celtics take 4. Sorry, my iPad's almost dead, so it's probably right here. And then Lakers take 6 and 7. It's so hard for me to choose because this is the final title for Kobe Bryant. But it's also the last time for the Big Three. We get to see Ray Allen finally come out of the slump, more or less. Damn, I'm having a hard time choosing. I said 2016 is my number 2, but I am really having a hard time picking.
Oh, man.
Like, I just can't. It's so great to see this. I don't even. I can't even.
How about you flip a coin?
I'll tell you this. This is one thing that will influence my decision for 2023. Boston was a 4 seed, Lakers were a 1 seed. So, a little bit easier, you could say. Dan?
Josh?
I'll stick with you.
I always win.
Because that is, I look at it and there was so much hype around NBA Finals. Because long-time MVP Tim Duncan, Manu Ginobili, Tony Parker, Tiger Splitter, Danny Green, Kawhi Leonard, Patty Mills. We could go on and on and on. And that Miami team really fought. I'm sorry. Game 6 is just too much to handle. It's unbelievable. So I'll stick with you for that. Miami, we both agree, the 2013 Miami champions are number 1, and the 2016 Cavaliers are our number 2.
Yes.
Great show, my guy.
Wow. I still can't believe we spent 45 minutes talking predictions.
We could have done predictions with it, or we could have gone over this for 45. It could have taken me 45 minutes to figure out who my number 1 was. That
probably.
2010 Lakers team or that 13 Miami Heat team. But that's who we'll stick with.
Yeah, you probably could have. If you go on one of your rants.
My voice hurts too much. I can't do that.
Oh, man. Okay, so upcoming stuff. So tomorrow we got our last really turn back the clock broadcast. We got St. Viator football tomorrow, and then McMaster and the Mike comes out with another episode. I think it's 6. And then next week we highlight the student body and early broadcasting series. You got 3 of those next week.
We should have another show for you Tuesday. We just decided to take an 8-day break. We wanted to take a mini vacation. Not that there's anywhere to go, but we needed to do it. Okay.
All right.
Great show.
Yes. Stay safe, people. Social distance. Wear your mask over your nose and your mouth, or else you are not wearing a mask. Listen to doctors. Only listen to people that listen to doctors.
But only listen to us because we are the only ones that know what we're talking about when it comes to sports in these dreadful times.
Dreadful times indeed.
Yes, sir. But not dreadful. It'll only be dreadful until we come back on Tuesday in a preview of what we're doing Tuesday. We will be discussing if the Cubs, the NL teams that the Cubs would have faced this year and what they have beaten. What would the series look like? See you guys later. Stay safe.
Bye-bye. Oh, you tripping. I'm out of here anyway. Peace out.